We had a concert tonight for King & Country, and we have a Mavericks hockey game tomorrow at 7. So they will spend the next 6 to 8 hours taking down the staging, picking up the floor, setting the dashers, setting the glass for the hockey game.
Concerts to hockey are something we do on a normal basis. They're a pretty common changeover. We start off with taking down the chairs so that the stage hands can get the lighting and stuff taken apart. So then after they're done with our lighting, we can break down our stage. We also have to build our players and penalty boxes. Those are just walls that we bolt together and then bolt to the floor as well. And then we put a subfloor inside of that as well. And then we'll build the glass on the backside. We also build glass on the dasher walls, which are the walls that you see when you see a hockey game. And to change out the glass, we use what we call the yellow sucker.
Technically it's a Woods power grip. We affectionately refer to it as the yellow sucker. It's got a battery and an onboard vacuum pump and 4 suction cups that can lift up to 700 pounds of glass. Each sheet that we're lifting right here weighs about 170 pounds, depending on the size, but the biggest ones we have weigh 170. There's 101 pieces of glass around the rink. It's tempered glass, so it's tough as nails, but it does shatter. This ice deck is about a 3/4 inch composite plastic flooring. There's about 550 pieces that we stack on 12 pallets. It's the first thing to go down, the last thing to come up.
There's a chiller system in the floor, and there's a sensor behind me up in the rafters that points down at the ice and it reads the surface temperature. And it relays it to the computer system, which then tells the chiller to do what it's supposed to do. When we have the floor sitting on the ice, it does tend to melt in slightly, so the ice crew has quite a bit of work to do after we pick up our floor, but it holds up pretty well. The ice itself is only about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. To build the ice, it takes probably over 24 hours because we go through a process of sealing the concrete and then putting down a few white layers to give you that infamous white color to your hockey ice. And then they bring in a crew of guys who will lay down each individual stencil and get those stenciled. And then we've got a crew that comes in and will paint those stencils, and you'll get your logos. So they don't wait for that paint to dry. They're painting the color on like a paint by numbers, and then it freezes instantly. After the paint is done, they'll go through and mist over it with just plain water with no pigment in it and seal those logos so that they can drag a boom across it for the next 24 hours and build that ice up to the inch thickness.
As a player, want to see fast ice. Faster ice tends to be in colder buildings. You do get some soft ice conditions in conversely in some of those warmer states. It tends to make you feel like you might be skating in quicksand a little bit. And as far as our home games and working here with the City of Independence and Spectra on the job that they do as far as maintaining our ice, our sheet of ice here, we tend to get better ice really in the heart of our season, like January, February. But we do see some challenges in October, early November, and of course if we make a playoff run going deep in the season, just with the conditions that we have here.